I don't know what's happened. Are we good? Are we not streaming? Hey, are we live? You guys see me? Are we back? It just came up with like a weird error that said it was like just came up with like stream error, and then everyone was like, are we gone? And I was like, I don't know, are we gone? Cool, we're back. Sorry, I was getting a question about the Sanguiner. Alright. If we're back, if you had a question, please ask it again. Good evening, Fuzz. How you doing? We're talking about Dante, or the Sanguiner, and how Games Workshop wanted to sell us a Primaris, a new Primarch. I don't have any spoilers, unfortunately. I was saying, I think, are you planning to add more Death Company and Infernals to your future list? Yeah, 100%. Probably going to run 3 squads of Death Company in my next list. You missed my multi-part message about the kind of preview that Blood Angels and North of the... I noticed somebody said, welcome to King North of the Wall. Thank you, whoever was being totally nice about that. Games Workshop is too busy making Space Dwarves to focus on Dante, says Toasty Devil. I think Blood Angels will get our limelight. We'll get our time in the limelight again, Toasty Devil. You know, it'll come. You know, like Black Templar's got that super cool release where, like, what, all their characters went Primaris? Come on, Blood Angels, we'll get something, surely. At some point, right? And Games Workshop spent so much time working on the Space Dwarves that multiple tournaments apparently are now not even going to run them because their book looks broken as hell. Assuming the leaked book that went out on the internet is their actual rules, like, I mean, the leaked book could have been tweaked or something, you know? But I actually think some of the previewers have got the book now, right? So, like, I assume if the leak book was wrong, they would have shouted out loud about it. So the leak that was online about the Squats book, I guess, is pretty accurate. Sorry that the stream crapped out for a minute. My internet in this new house has generally been very, very reliable, but it does occasionally crap out. I'm using those like wall power, like my internet socket's downstairs, so I'm using like where you run the Cat5 into the wall socket, like the electrical outlet. I think they're called power line adapters. So I've been using them, and I mean, for the most part, they seem like they work 90% of the time, but they do occasionally crap out. So maybe it was that, maybe it was something else. All I know is I got a strange error on my screen that was like, restream has failed or something. An error I've never seen before. I really do think they will make the Sanguinar into more of a centerpiece, like a Primarch. Oh yeah, that's what you said, or a Catan. Yeah, that'd be cool. Have you listened to the Competitive 40k podcast with Stephen Box discussing his LG prep with Blood Angels? I have not listened to it, Highland Phoenix, but I was speaking to Stephen about his LG prep. Like, we were DMing on Facebook Messenger on Sunday. So, because I haven't listened and I don't know what he said, I don't want to give anything away. But like, I mean, you can tell me in chat what you said, and I'll discuss it. But like, I'm not gonna share what me and Stephen talked about, I guess. But yeah, I think I maybe know some of this stuff. How old is my house? 3 years. 3 years old. It's brand. I would say like. I was going to say it's a brand new house. Well, it wouldn't. It's not a brand new house because it's 3 years old, but it's a new house. So it was only built in like, what, 2019? High circles of BA. No, I mean, I guess just Blood Angels brothers want to help each other out, Highland. That's what it's all about, right? I like that people are banning it. It shows GW that you can't keep pricing people into the hobby by making the newest codex the most broken, especially when it runs alongside new models. I mean, I don't like the fact that people have had to ban it, but I do like the fact that like some tournaments are, you know, like it basically means that like if stuff's not balanced, and that's what I've been trying to say for a while. Like, I'd rather play a game that was balanced, like right across the board, and everybody can just choose their favorite army rather than like people all want to run the new hotness because that's what it takes to win. Because I personally like the fact that I just play the one army. I mean, I would like to play another one, but you know how slow I am at painting. Like, look how inaccurate I am on these models. Like, I have to do the base coats, then I have to go back and tidy it all up, then I have to do the details, then I have to tidy it all up. It takes me forever, man. So, you know, I like to just focus on my one army. One day I'll get a new army, but that day is like a decade from now. And when I do get a new army, it'll be a strange one, because it'll be like Blood Angels Commander and one other army that's randomly picked 10 years down the line. I mean, his list. I mean, he lists his tweaks to fit Plasma Inceptors. You know, Plasma Inceptors was not something I talked to him about. But if he likes Plasma Inceptors, I mean, I really wish Plasma Inceptors didn't kill themselves. I would feel so much better about them if when they rolled ones they just did Immortal to themselves. I feel like that would still be balanced, you know that, honestly? It makes no sense that a Guardsman roll of a 1 kills one, whereas like a toughness 5 Marine, a roll of a 1 kills one, right? These are like completely different models. Different strengths, different armor, different toughness, you know, like... he's trying out a Death Company Lieutenant with the Archangel Shroud. Well, the Archangel Shroud is strong if you run into demons, right? Which I guess are going to be quite hot right now because those new demon invulnerable saves, etc., etc. What faction sparks your interest the most? I mean, I don't know if it sparks my interest the most, dude, but I have like just behind me here. You actually can't see them, but like this is my second faction. So I have like 1,000 points of 1,000 Suns behind me. Archangel Shard is also AP4, which is nice. I mean, how that doesn't help against that doesn't help against like those new demon saves, right? Helps against Sister's AOC? I mean, I guess. Yeah, Thousand Suns are a complicated army, and they are very reliant on their psychic phase, that's for sure. The day you crack open the Thousand Sun book, I mean, I haven't even bought the Codex yet, but I'll tell you what I do have is I've got a squad of Rubric Marines, I've got a 10-man squad of Zangors, I was going to say Tangors, sorry, Zangors, the T silent, of course. I've got a Vortex Mutalith Beast, I've got a Demon Prince, and I think I've got one other box. Blood Angel will destroy the new demons. Most of them buns are 5 up in close combat. I did notice that. A bunch of them, some of them don't even get in, save in close combat, so... So what are people hobbying tonight? Is anyone hobbying with me, or are you guys just chilling? Are you all disappointed that we weren't? We should get yourself a knight. I know I should get a knight, but I don't fancy the 3 CP cost to include it, Mike. I have a the next thing I'm gonna get is a gladiator tank. Like, they might not be as good as I want them to be right now, but like, I'm convinced that like, if there is a Space Marine 2.0 Codex, right, they gotta do something with the armor, because a bunch of the armor is just still shit, so I think they'll eventually fix these gladiator tanks and make them a little bit of a threat, so I'm gonna get a gladiator tank, so I'll have the Storm Speeder, I'll have the gladiator, give me some more options, I guess, for heavy support. Nick is painting the Centurions. Man, I need to get a second squad of Centurions. I really think I do. Steve just finished his 5-man Relic Terminators now to Prime. I'm painting Freedom's Hand for my Canis Rex. Oh, cool. Dark Ginger is doing some Death Company drop pod. Do you know what? I've got a drop pod that's been sat in this box for way too long. I need to get around to making it. Some of these Death Company models here that you see me painting are like really super old, and they're metal as well. I'm not a huge fan of painting metal models, but I was like cobbling together some really old metal models so that like I could make this Infernal Pistol power sword shenanigans, whatever you want to call it. Maybe Predators won't suck anymore in 2.0, says Jim. I mean, that's the dream, Jim, right? Predators... How many editions has it been since a Predator tank has been like a viable thing? Because they weren't viable in 8th and they weren't viable in 9th, so like Predator tanks have not been viable in like 5 years or more, maybe even. Sad times. Wolfgar's painting lots of terrain. Monkey Llama's building Sangregard. T says, hey John, first time commenter, love the channel, thanks for all the content. I'm hobbying tonight, working on Primaris Scale Astaroth. That sounds cool, T. Thanks for your first ever comment on the channel, I do appreciate it. Nice to have you here. You know, you can join our community in Discord. We have like, I checked the other day, it's like we have over 1,000 members now in the Discord, which is kind of crazy. The link is in the video description. You can access Discord on your phone, and you know, you can become a channel member and get into the members only room. But like, there's plenty of other rooms that, I'm going to try and sell you on the members only room, right? Because that's the big perk. Because I'm in the members only room all the time, but like, there's plenty of other rooms with plenty other really cool Blood Angels players. So yeah, you know, if you haven't thought about joining our Discord, that goes for anyone. Consider doing it. Yeah, like over 1,000 people in the Discord now. It's pretty crazy, actually. Dave Pikey, good afternoon from Vegas. Anton asks if I'm hoping for anything special from the data slate. I don't know what I'm expecting from the data slate, Anton. Honestly, don't know what I'm expecting. Are you expecting anything cool? The back end of YouTube or my internet is playing up something awful tonight. Am I still live? You guys still there? Yeah. It's like all my tabs just keep freezing. Yeah, you're here? You can see me okay? Alright, cool. Yeah, like the YouTube backend has just... Maybe it's crashed, maybe that's the problem. Maybe I just need to reopen Chrome, hold on. I think I can close this without the stream disappearing on me. I think something is funny with my connection. I think Chrome had died of death. Any thoughts on the Blood Angels Primaris leaks? What leaks? I didn't see any leaks, man. Don't know what you're talking about. If this is the same leaks that we covered like a month ago, where like they think there's going to be a new Blood Angels box, I don't know how much I believe of that. I'm waiting on points updates and date slate. I think the only expect is a nerf to overrun. Huh. What's too strong with overrun? Oh, the Joy Toy models with their descriptions. I see. I did see the Joy Toys. So what does the Joy Toys specifically call them out as Primaris Tactical Marines, or what exactly are they? Sorry. They basically look like the Blood Angels tactical squad of old, right? But like, they're Primaris, or what? The Joy Toy stuff isn't leaks, it's just Firstborn upgrade sprues. They did it with the Wolves too. Okay. So some people think it's leaks, some people think it's just... Hero says, I played my first Warhammer game Friday. I knew some stuff about the lore, but I never played the game. Finally had the opportunity and I really enjoyed it. Oh, congrats on playing your first ever game. Hopefully it's the first of many. Sorry, DTM, what's Overrun? What is Overrun and why does it need nerfed? I did play against the Flying Hive Tyrant. Is Overrun the thing where like every time he does a wound roll, he does a mortal as well? Is that what it is? Because that was the thing that killed me with the Hive Tyrant. It's like every time he attacks, he does 5 mortal wounds. I mean, that's pretty difficult to deal with. Oh, it's that he can move after fighting. Yeah, I mean, that's difficult to deal with as well, I guess. I ran away from the Hive Tyrant, honestly, in the game I played it. The only time the Hive Tyrant really got a fight was when I engaged on it, because most of the time I just try to keep away from it. I'm surprised that isn't that wasn't dealt with in the last balance slate though, right? Because it would have been out by then. What's up with that wet palette, John? I haven't used it yet, Dark Ginger, honestly. I keep forgetting about it. I have a very busy life, man. I don't know if you can even see my no, you can't. You can probably see. I'm gonna add smoke plumes to what? I'm adding them to, sorry, Pedroid. Nice to see you, Pedroid. It's been a little while. Yeah, I was planning on using the wet palette on like a week where I'm getting to paint twice in the same week, because normally, some weeks I only paint once a week at the moment. I have a very, very young son, and like, it's just a bad timing. Like, he's so needy. Normally, I would add smoke plumes to like a flying base, right? Like, what would I add them to for these Firstborn Death Company? Loads of people are saying that it's Blood Angels versus Tyranids in this next box. As soon as I see a video, or as soon as I see a picture of this Blood Angels Tyranids box that I actually believe, I'll make a video on it. As soon as I see the picture, I just don't know when I'm seeing the picture. Oh, you're playing catch up on the video? Yeah, you're maybe a little bit. Yeah, I've been busy as well, no problem. Just took pics and then look at the Blood Angels upgrade sprue. Even Valrak acknowledged it immediately upon his comments. Okay. So it's just the Joy Toys are just Primaris guys with the Blood Angels upgrade sprue. And is it a standard Blood Angels upgrade sprue, or is it a Primaris upgrade sprue? I mean, it could be either way, I guess, right? Nice Infernal Pistols, yeah, I mean, I've got 7 more guys to do. And we've got Infernal Pistols on 5 of them, and we got Power Swords on 5 of them, so it's going to give me a little bit of flexibility to get that third Death Company into the mix if I want. I really wanted to finish the Sanguinary Guard that I've been painting for like, I don't know, I've been painting them for like 2 months. I think it was like 9 Sanguinary Guard, and they're like 80%, maybe not quite 80, maybe like 70%, and I wanted to finish them before I started any other project. I really did, but I was getting frustrated that like Blood Angel secondaries are not as easy to score as some of the other factions. Some of the other factions have had great secondaries this edition. Ours have not been that good. What John isn't telling us that he's secretly been made a member of the Warhammer community and he's received his box set and preview. I haven't had any NDAs, Mike. I tried to contact them. I think, and I could be wrong here. Oh, here's a question then you guys might know. Is Auspix Tactics, is he a member of the community? Like, is he a previewer? Like, does he get boxes early? I honestly don't know the answer. Does anyone know the answer? Because I honestly think that, like, I'm the minority, like a channel doing like videos about like how to win games and tactics. Actually, I mean, like, is Vanguard Tactics, is he or Steven in that? Are they, what am I trying to say? Are they early reviewers? Like, I think Games Workshop wants to send out their boxes to people who are going to do beautiful painting videos on them. You know, they don't give a shit about me because, like, I'm not gonna create like a in-depth painting tutorial on the Votan and share that up, right? So, like, I guess they don't see much value in what I do. I mean, you guys see value in what I do, right? Because you guys are like me, passionate about winning games and, you know, want to play and have fun and stuff. But, like, I guess Games Workshop don't see much value in what I do, so they probably aren't, especially with Warhammer Plus now. I mean, they maybe even see less value in what I do. Like, maybe a few years ago, Battle Report show channels and stuff were interested to them. Now probably even less so. So, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be a previewer. Even if I wanted to be, I don't think I'm going to be, right? But then I don't think I'd produce the high quality painting content that they want as well, so. But I appreciate you guys all being here and supporting me. It means a lot. The channel wouldn't still be going if there wasn't so many people, you know, passionate and willing to come and hang out in all the streams and chat and stuff. It does mean so much to me. Thank you for that. So if there is a new Sanguinor model or a new Primarch or whatever for Blood Angels, I unfortunately probably will not be the guy that gets to show it off, because I am the guy that's going to do its paint job justice. I mean, I'm the guy that's gonna run it across the table and get the wins, but that's not really what they're looking for. And the most of the big Battle Report channels get early releases. Yeah, I suppose that's true. You know, Tabletop Tactics do get early releases. But maybe, you know, these are channels that were around a long time before Warhammer Plus, I guess. I mean, I was around a little bit before Warhammer Plus, but not long. Probably just don't have the audience still. Or maybe I mean, Games Workshop might not like it that I just do one army, right? Mike says he doesn't mind joining the painting streams. It makes him feel like he should be painting. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I always feel like I need to do more painting. I always feel like at some point I'm going to do a new video where I go over like my entire painted army, or all my painted models, like get them all laid out on the table downstairs or something, and make a new like channel trailer style video. Like, I can't wait to do that. It's just finding the hour and a half that it's gonna take to do it, because I guess it's not really gonna add much value to people watching, so it's kind of like more of a passion project. But like, I plan on doing that at some point. I think it'll be cool. I've got a lot of painted stuff that I didn't have last time I made that video. It's not just one army, it's the army. You're right, Pedroid, we are the army, aren't we? All the Joy Toy models to date completely following existing model. The Blood Angels ones leaked are the first which do not represent current models, but I guess you're right. The only thing I can think is, like, it's just the legs, isn't it? Like, the legs with the cloaks, they don't exist in the current range, really. I hope the 10th edition kills off the heretic units completely. Well, that would be a real shitter for everybody that's just bought them, wouldn't it? I can't see that happening, but I mean, you can hope. We don't have a Primaris Sanguinary Priest yet. That's very true. That would be a cool character to get. Please, if we're going to get a Primaris Sanguinary Priest, though, he needs to have a jump pack. If he doesn't have a jump pack, that'll be a huge disappointment. I would love a Primaris Sanguinary Priest with a jump pack, though. I mean, I really think they should bring Corbolo back. Make him Firstborn. Sorry, make him Firstborn? Make him Primaris and give him a jump pack, because... Oh, Scotland, come on, make the Keeper work. Are the legs just Blade Guard? I mean, the legs are the old Firstborn tactical marines where they're wearing like cloaks, and it was just called a Blood Angels tactical squad, and it was like a Blood Angels squad that had cloaks. Hello Wolfden, how you doing? Trouble with our special characters as the Warlord enforcement grind my gears. Yeah, I mean, the Warlord enforcement grinds everybody's gears. Now, with the changes to Warlord traits not being mandatory, I think there should be a bit more flexibility on the Warlord enforcements. Especially the ones like Astroth, right? Like, where, like, Astroth is the Master of Sanctity. So, like, if he is the Master of Sanctity, then he should 100% be allowed to either have his Soul Warden or the Wise Orator. Like, it should just be... If they have the keyword from the chapter upgrades, I was going to say, I think it's just called chapter upgrades, isn't it? I think 100%. So it'd be the same as like if Corbolo became Primaris and he got a jump pack, he should 100% be allowed to take. Oh, come on! Of all the people to get chances, it has to be Stuart Armstrong. Friggin' ex-Dundee United player is never going to score a goal. I keep seeing more and more that Dark Angels are next to get refresh, possibly Lying returning for them. I mean, it's possible, isn't it? Maybe I can't stream up here. Is it gone, or is it me? I think my internet is definitely messing around tonight, because I'm good, it's just Mike. Okay. My internet browser keeps crashing though. I think it's because I've got the football on up here, and like I never ever put the football on up here. So I have so many Painted Death Company, but like I gotta do better with like none of these guys are magnetized again, which is actually a nightmare for me. So it's like I'm gonna have to come back. Like they're just not magnetized, I guess. It's probably due to me streaming the match. It's like the whole nation is streaming the match. Yeah, probably the whole of Scotland are streaming the match tonight. What do you think of the Votan just smashing shit? Well, like I said, like a few tournaments already today announced that they're going to basically be banning the Votan from competing in the tournament until they get an FAQ. I think that's the best thing that I heard, because a lot of people were going to jump on Votan, and I think they were going to destroy a lot of people. Oh my god, Scotland just hit the bar. Technically speaking, Angels of Death can mean Marines as well as Dark Angels. I mean, they made like the Space Marine book, Angels of Death, right? Like that's the rule. They encompassed all the rules together. What was it like? Bolter Discipline, They Shall Know No Fear. Was there a third rule in there? I guess Doctrines, I think? Like all that drops under Angels of Death, even though back in the day Angels of Death was Dark Angels, Blood Angels, right? The Votan have what was toxic about my Custodes and the toxic stuff the Death Guard used to have, and the ability to shoot at the Tau. The Votan confused me a little bit, I think, in that, like, they're a small range, so you have to ensure that every unit has some value because it's a small range, but like for me it's almost like it just sort of like it shows a problem with the game, that like more playtesting is needed before armies can go to tournament play or something like that, or more balance is needed. Votan got banned from the tournament that I'm going to in 2 months already. Like, it was mentioned in this Facebook group for the tournament just this morning, where they're like, right, until the Votan get an FAQ, that they're banned. Like, no one can have them. But when 5 guys cost less than 100 points and they kill a knight, I was worried about their character. There was like a character that I was looking at when me and Mark reviewed the book last week, and the character was ridiculous. And also, like, it's a little bit double standards. You know, like, if you look at Upon Wings of Fire, for example, like, Upon Wings of Fire got changed, and I guess Guerrilla Tactics got changed as well, right? So it's like you can't relocate in the same turn, because they felt, I guess, that relocating like that inside a single turn was too strong. And then they literally gave it to the squats, and they made it so that you can give the squat an upgrade so it doesn't even cost CP. I'm like, you know, I don't know. I think it's a good thing that a few tournaments have decided to ban it. I think it might be good in the long run, because Games Workshop will realize that people want more balanced stuff, as opposed to people just... Yes, there's some meta chasers that want the most powerful, obnoxious thing on day one, but I think more people... You know what, that's a community poll we need to put up, actually. Like, do you prefer to chase after the meta, or do you prefer to have a completely more balanced game, and where, like, you know, the emphasis is more on like fixing the overall game balance than like releasing the new hotness. GW's excuse will be, we're just a model company. I mean, they've got a whole team of rule writers, man. How many chances are gonna anyone watching this game of football? Scotland have had like 8 chances to score in the last 10 minutes. John Lennon played 2k of Custodes against 1k of Votan and got tabled by turn 3? No way, dude. Really? They're that overpowered? Hello, Muriel. Greetings to Germany. How are you? Hope you're well. Music has stopped. Thank you. The music playlist probably ran all the way through. I'm not listening to the music until there's what, 22 minutes left of the football, then I'll get the music on. This is like a super old Death Company shoulder pad. I have not seen one like this in like so long. Like, look at this with just like a raised, like, this Death Company shoulder pad's like 20 years old, honestly. The background noise is a bit strange. The background noise is the football, man. It's going to be finished in 20 minutes. I'm sorry. I forgot it was on tonight. It's a big important game. It's a metal shoulder pad from 3rd edition. I mean, it could well be. It looks super old. I can't remember the last time. I didn't even know this guy had this in his shoulder pad, honestly. I think, I don't know. I mean, we could debate about the problem with the Votan rules all day long, I guess. Like, is it good that they've had to, like, ban them from tournaments? Probably not. Is it good that the rules were released so broken? Also probably not. Could it help to improve things in the future? Yes, I think that's the thing we have to hope that it does, right? Oh my god, the football's cut out and John McGinn scored. 1-0 Scotland. Oh. Oh. Oh well, we're back. 20 minutes left. And I missed the goal, go figure. Okay. Turn on ITV4 if you want to see Scotland winning. It doesn't happen very often. Good evening. Campbell, hello, good evening. Scots are obviously a problem, might be bad or worse than Dark Eldar. I think they look worse than Dark Eldar. At least Dark Eldar, you could blow up the transports, you could sort of get inside them. But I guess with the squats we'll find out if they're worse. We'll find out when we get an FAQ for them, right? Like, because the if they're as bad as people are saying they are, their FAQ will be brutal. If background lore had anything to do with actual mechanical play of the game, Blood Angels could just put Mephiston out and never lose. Yeah, because he would just fly around constantly, never failing a psychic test, and lightning bolt everybody to death. Does he casts lightning bolts or something in the books, right? Or is it... Am I wrong? Like... Or maybe it's just like lightning crackling off his wings. I feel like he casts lightning in the books. I think squats are overtuned rather than being unplayable. Well, it sounds like the people that have been looking at them in depth, Campbell, are saying that they're unplayable. That like 2,000 points of 2,000 points of custodes are getting tabled in turn 3 by 1,000 points of squats. That's... And apparently the guy that was playing the custodes is basically the #1 player in the world at 40k, or if he's not #1, he's top 5, I guess, right? Like, if that's accurate, then we got big problems, I guess. A blood spear that explodes into lightning destruction. Into storm of destruction, not lightning. But the word is similar to lightning bolts. Okay, yeah, then that's what confused me. Which book was that in? Was that in the Mephiston book, or was that in... I'm slowly getting some red on these guys. Death Company need to be a new immune to morale. I would love it if Death Company could get like fight on death, because that seems to be like a really strong mechanic that has been added. You know, like the squats, Repentia type models, like the cyborgs, whatever they're called. I only read the book that one time last week on stream, but like their cyborgs have the fight on death. You know, Repentia have the fight on death. Woven have the fight on death. I feel like Death Company are kind of like your main unit that should have fight on death, right? Because like, I don't even mind if we have to pay CP for it. Like, they you know, they have feel no pain, but I feel like they should also have fight on death. It'll be real interesting to see what happens with our next codex, because I think at this point, surely Games Workshop know that our codex was released very early in this edition. And it's been like a bone of contention for Blood Angels players, like this whole edition. Like, we've always, the whole edition, people have been saying, like, the Blood Angels Codex is fine, you know, it feels vanilla, there's nothing amazing about it, etc, etc, etc.